Hi and welcome to another video of Made by Siem. Today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful candlelight cozy moments. As you can see, I made 3 of them. These 2 are with the same kind of yarn, and this is with another yarn, but all with sportsweight yarn. Now I'm filming the beginning and the end of this video at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but right after one another. Basically because I forgot to do this earlier. Now it is, while I'm filming this, this is a New Year's Eve. So if you hear now and at the very end of the video some fireworks, I'm so sorry, but I wanted to make this video for you guys and upload it as soon as possible. And the rest of the video was filmed earlier, so you won't probably you won't hear any fireworks at all. Just wanted to say that to you. Well, here Christmas is over, but it's never too early to start working on your projects for Christmas. Therefore, I decided that I just wanted to upload it with the Christmas colors and with another color. You can use this for, like I said, Christmas. But for any other holiday, or just, you know, for some deco in your house, make them with pastel colors. I don't know, is that called pastel as well? I'm not sure. You know, the really light, soft, lovely colors like pink and mint and colors like that for Easter, or just, you know, for the colors that you prefer. And in the next clip, I'm going to tell you guys what you need to make these candlelight cozy moments. Enjoy watching the video. Okay, for this tutorial, I'm going to use a jar. This is a pickle jar. Here in the Netherlands, you can get these when you buy pickles. I'm not sure if you do have something similar in your local area, so therefore I'm going to measure mine. This is 13.5 centimeters, or or just a little over 5 inches. I think it is 5¼ inch, and then all the way around. This is I think it is 11¾ inch. I don't know how you guys say that, but I'm just going to show you there. And in centimeters, it is about 30 centimeters around. Okay. So a glass pickle jar, a ball of yarn. This is the Stenli Opal. It is 85% cotton, 15% Lurex. Each ball has 50 grams and 150 meters. Then a clover or more, that's what I use, 3.0 millimeters, so 3 millimeters. I'd like to use a stitch marker, then a darning needle, a pair of scissors, and I like to have a LED waxing light. Now, for a glass jar like this, you can also use a real waxing light. What I would use some, I think it's called deco sand in it, so you so it doesn't go to the side. See, so you can place it in the middle of the jar. It's all up to you. You don't have to do that. Just do it as you prefer. Okay, that's all I'm going to use. If you want to use other yarn, for example, scheepjes Katona, which is 100% cotton yarn. I think it is a sportsweight, sportsweight number 2. But that one has 125 meters per ball of yarn. You can use that as well, because I've used something similar like that for this version, the complete white version. That's fine too. I will try if I can find some substitute yarns for both yarns that I mentioned, and I'm going to put the links down below into the description box if I can find anything. What you also can do is go to yarnsub.com and see if you can find something for yourself. Right? All the links down below into the description box of this video. Next clip, I'm going to show you guys how to make this candlelight cozy moments. Enjoy. Right, I'm going to start off by making a magic loop. This is how I do it. And then I'm going to close it with a chain one. There you go. If you find it too hard to make a magic ring, then just chain 4, and in the I'm going to show you. Then just chain 4. That's fine too. Start off with a slip knot on your hook and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and slip stitch into the first of the chain 4. There you go. Yarn over and pull through both loops to form a ring. There you go. And then chain 1. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm going to make the magic ring. There you go. And with closing off the magic ring, you already did a chain 1 that we just added to the chain 4. If you can follow along. Okay, so that is our chain 1. Then we need to add a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So in total we have 4 chains. Okay, this is your first double crochet and a chain 1 space. Now, double crochet is your second double crochet. Now, this is the repetition. Chain 1, double crochet into the ring. Okay, chain 1, double crochet in the ring. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochet and 3 chain spaces. Chain 1, double crochet. In total we need 5, we have 5, we need 12 double crochet and 11 chain spaces. So please continue, chain 1, double crochet, until you have 12 double crochets. I will see you guys at the very end of this round. Okay, at the very end of the round, remember that we're not going to do the chain 1. Pull your end tail, or your beginning tail, to close the circle, your magic ring, just like that. And then it looks like this. So there is no chain 1 after your last double crochet. Please count your double crochet. You should have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. 10 is the Dutch word. 10, 11, 12. Right. Now, instead of slip stitching into the third of the chain 4 at the beginning of the round, we're going to make a single crochet. 1, 2, 3 into the third of the chain 4. Grab your yarn over and pull through both loops. And now your did sort of a chain 1, but in a different way, and you ended up in the middle of the space here. Okay, chain 3. The chain 3 is for your very first double crochet, then into the same space. So basically you're crocheting over the single crochet that you just used to close off the previous round. So yarn over and double crochet into the same space. There you go. Now the repetition of this round will be chain 1 and 2 double crochet into the next chain 1 space. 1, 2, chain 1, 2 double crochet into the next chain 1 space. 1, 1, 2. One more time, chain 1, 2 double crochets into the next chain 1 space. 1, 2. So this is what you do all the way around, and at the very end of the round you should have 12 groups of 2 double crochet and 11 chain spaces. I will see you guys at the very end of the round. At the end of round number 2, remember, no chain 1. We're closing off the round by not slip stitching, but making a single crochet into the third of the chain 3. There you go. So single crochet. Now round number 3, 1, 2, chain 3 for our very first double crochet, then 2 doubles in the same chain space, and yeah, basically you're crocheting over your single crochet. 1, 2, and counting the first chain 3, you have 3 double crochets into the same chain space. Now the repetition for this round is chain 1, and in the next chain space 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And this is basically what you do all the way around. Chain 1, 3 double crochets into the chain space. 1, 2, 3. So at the very end of round number 3 you still have 12 groups of 3 double crochets, and you have 11 chain spaces, and our 12th chain space will be created by the single crochet. I'm just going to show you that in the next clip. Right, so this round we're going to close off by making a single crochet into the third of the chain 3 that we did at the beginning of the round. Now, if you have a jar that is smaller than mine is, this probably was your last round. I forgot to tell you this up front, but I'm going to make sure that I'm gonna leave a text for everyone who has the visual ability, how you should do it before I'm going to start crocheting this round. If you're just listening to this, I'm sorry. I should have mentioned it before, but okay, I'm sorry. For this round, I need an extra round, because if I get my jar, see, it doesn't fit over my bottom of the jar. So I need an extra round. If your jar is smaller, then instead of doing the chain 1, or you should not have done the chain 1 in between the clusters of the 3 double crochets. What you basically do is the same as I'm going to do in the next round, but then with 3 double crochets. Okay, I hope it makes sense. So round number 4, 1, 2, 3 for the very first double crochet, and then 3 more double crochets into the same chain space. 2, 3. So in total you have 4 double crochets. If you need your bottom to be bigger than mine, then now you still need to do the chain 1, and in the next round you have 5 double crochets, and you're not going to do the chain 1. But as with 4 rounds, my bottom is big enough. I'm not going to do the chain 1 into in between the clusters of 4 double crochets. So without doing the chain 1, we're skipping to the next chain space, and we're going to crochet a 4 double crochets into the chain space. 3, 4. Okay, and this is what you do all the way around, and at the very end you should have 12 clusters of 4 double crochets into the same chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I should say in each chain space you should have 4 double crochet. Okay, now your work is going to curl. There's no doubt it's started to curl towards the inside or the outside of your work. Don't worry, when we're going to put it back over the jar, it'll stretch and it will all be fine. So I'm going to continue with 4 double crochets per chain space, and then I will see you guys at the very end of this round. If you did just the 3 double crochets for your last round, you're not crocheting this round. Next round will be the same for every size that you did. So don't worry, it'll be fine. 3. I did 4 double crochet per chain space. We're not going to do a chain 1. We didn't do that the whole way around the whole round, so we're not going to do it at this point. So just go to the third of the chain 3 at the beginning of the round, and then just slip stitch to close off the round. Now for this round, we start off with a chain 3, which counts as our very first double crochet, and we're going to crochet a double crochet in each stitch around, but we're not going to do that underneath the 2 strands of yarn of the stitch, so not the V of the yarn, not the front loop, but in the back loop. So front loop, back loop. Okay, so double crochet in the back loops only for the complete round. Okay, and this is how you do it. At the very end of this round, you should have 48 double crochets in the back loops only. I will see you guys at the very end of the round, so I can tell you how to close off round number 5. Okay, so if you have a bottom of 4 rounds, you should have 48 double crochets in the back loops only. If you did 3 rounds, you should have 36 double crochets in the back loops only. Now, closing off the round by slip stitching into the third of the chain 3 at the beginning of the round. And 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 5 rounds done for my candlelight cozy moments. All right, now for round number 6, well, for me it is round number 6, we're going to make V stitches with chain 2s in between them. I hope it makes sense. Our V stitches with 2 chains. I'm going to show you. Chain 3 for our very first double crochet, and then add 2 chains. So in total you have a chain 5. The chain 2 is for the chain 2 space in the V stitch. Then yarn over, go into the same stitch as where we just slip stitched in. There. And make a double crochet. Then skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then in the stitch right after that, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and in the next stitch, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, skip 3. This is what you do all the way around. 1, 2, double crochet. 2, 3. I will see you guys at the very end of the round. Okay, I'm at the very end of this round, and I have 3 stitches left. 1, 2, 3. This one is not a stitch. This is the slip stitch of the previous round. So skip 3, and then in the third of the chain 5 at the beginning of the round, slip stitch to close off this round. Right, now if you did a bottom of 4 rounds, now you should have 12 of these V stitches. If your bottom was just 3 rounds, you should have 9 of these V stitches. Okay, so for round number 7, chain 1, yarn over, and we're going to have a look at our V stitch of the previous round. This is the first double crochet of the V stitch. In between you have your chain 2 space, and this is your last double crochet of the V stitch. Now yarn over, and we're going to make a front post double crochet around the first double crochet of the V stitch. Let me show you how. So don't forget the yarn over. Then insert your hook right next to the double crochet, go behind your double crochet, so your double crochet of the V stitch is in front of your crochet hook. Then yarn over, pull this yarn over underneath your double crochet. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Now this is your very first double crochet. I like it to place my stitch marker into the first stitch, so that will be the front post double crochet. Now in the chain 2 space, or around the chain 2 space, make 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, another 4 double crochets in the same chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now your last double crochet of the V-stitch of the previous round, we're going to make another front post double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook on the side of your double crochet, go behind your double crochet and come back up on the other side. Front post, yarn over, pull this underneath your double crochet. You have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. This is our very first 3D shell that we did. So let's do that again. Front post, double crochet, 4 doubles in the V-stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 1, 4 doubles in the same space. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 front post double crochet, and our second 3D shell is ready. This is what you do all the way around. Let me show you one more time. Front post double crochet around the first double crochet of the V-stitch. Okay, let me do this slow. Insert your hook on the side, go behind, come back up on the other side, yarn over, pull this underneath your double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Then 4 double crochets into the V-stitch. 1, 2, let me get some yarn, 3, and 4. Chain 1, 4 double crochets into the same chain space. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And to close off this 3D shell, a front post double crochet around the last double crochet of the V-stitch. There you go. And this is what you do all the way around. I will see you guys at the very end of the round, and then I'm going to show you how to close off the round and how we start a new round. 1, 2. I did my very last 3-day shell, my last front post double crochet. So taking the stitch marker out and slip stitching into the front post double crochet at the beginning of the round to close off a round number 7. For me it's round number 7. Then slip stitching into the next 4 stitches of your shell, 4, and then another slip stitch in the chain 1 space. And then we're going to start over by making the V stitches. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And double crochet into the same chain 1 space. Then into the next chain 1 space, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Next chain 1 space, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. Did I say chain 1 here? It is chain 2. I can't remember. It should be a chain 2. Okay, next chain 1 space, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. And this is what you do again all the way around. Closing off this round by slip stitching into the third of the chain 5 at the beginning of the round. 1, 2, 3. Pull through. Now we're going to repeat not the previous round but the round before that. So that is round number 7. Yeah, we're going to repeat round number 7. So chain 1, front post double crochet, 4 double crochets into the chain 2 space, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, 4 double crochets, and a front post double crochet. Oops. There you go. Next, front post double crochet, 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a front post double crochet. This is what you do all the way around. Oh, and what might be a good idea is just get your hook out and have a little bit of a longer loop and get your pickle jar, place it upside down and try to fit your cozy around your pickle jar. It should fit a little bit snug, because if it is too loose, it'll fall off. You don't want that. See? Okay, please continue as we just did, and I will see you guys at the very end of the round. Then I'm going to tell you how to close off this round and start the new round. But remember, we're going to repeat round 8 and round 7. Okay? At the very end of the round, we're going to slip stitch into the front post double crochet at the beginning of the round. There you go. Then in each of the next 4 stitches, 1 slip stitch, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then another slip stitch into the chain 1 space. And now we're going to repeat round number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and double crochet in the same space. Go to the next chain 1 space, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. Now, for now, we're just going to repeat round. I said round 8 and 7, but I think it's easier when I say rounds 8 and 9. So this one and that one, and then I'm going to try to put a timestamp down below into the description box. So if it's not clear what to do, you can go to that timestamp, and you will see the repetition of rounds number 8 and 9. Okay, you're going to repeat round 8 and 9 until you have a total, counting the first ones as well, a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these shells. So in total these are 10 rounds. The last round should be one with a front post double crochet, 4 double crochets, chain 1, 4 double crochet, and a front post double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then I'll be back to show you guys what to do next. In total then you should have 15 rounds, counting the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm at round number 10 right now, and you need round 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I did my 10 rounds, which have these 5 shells. And what you can do is try to fit it around your jar. There you go. And as you can see, I'm almost there. So I'm ready to go for my last 2 rounds. Okay. I closed the round off just like I did before with the slip stitch, and now I'm going over the first 4 double crochets of the previous round, 3 and 4, and I'm going to slip stitch into the chain 1 space. Now chain 1 and single crochet into the chain 1 space. Get yourself a stitch marker, and yes, I have another one than I had earlier. There you go. Now chain 3, and don't crochet too tight, just crochet a normal, a loose chain. If it is too tight, it won't fit around your pickle jar. And if you're a really tight crocheter, you might even want to do chain 4. So if you have a tight tension, 1, 2, 3, go to the next chain 1 space, single crochet, chain 3, next chain 1 space, single crochet. This is what you do all the way around until you are at the very end, and then I'll be back to show you what to do next. I did my last chain 3, and in my next chain 1 space there already is the single crochet. So I'm taking the stitch marker out of the single crochet, and I'm going to make a slip stitch into the top of that single crochet. This was for me, this was round 16. Round number 17, a slip stitch into the chain space, then a chain 3, and a chain 3 does count as a double crochet. Into the same chain space we need 3 more double crochets, 1, 2, 3. So in total, counting the chain 3 as a double crochet, we have 4 double crochet per chain space. So into the next 4 double crochet, 2, 3, 4, and if you hear some noise, my cats are chasing each other. Right, 4 double crochets into the next chain space, 2, 3, and 4, and this is all you need to do for this very last round of the candlelight cozy moments. I will see you guys at the end. At the very end of the round, we just need to slip stitch into the third of the chain 3 that we did at the beginning of the round, then chain 1, cut your yarn. I did that in my Dutch video. So cut your yarn and pull through. Then work your yarn end into the back side of your work. Oh, here it is. Work it into the inner side of your work. Back side, inner side, wrong side. Like that. Go underneath the stitches. I always go about 3 times back and forth, so you are sure that it is secure. There you go. Then cut your yarn tail, and there also is the one from the beginning. Do the same, and then I'll be back to show you how to crochet the chain string that we're going to weave through the top of our candlelight cozy. Okay, now it's just an easy string we're going to make, so start off with a loop on your hook, then chain 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and so on. Alright, I did a chain of 100 chains. Now, there are 2 options. There are more options, but I'm going to show you 2 options. This is the first one. Just leave it like it is, cut your yarn right there, and pull your crochet hook through, and just weave it through. The weaving through, I'm going to show that later on. But if you want to have a string that is a little bit thicker, what you can do is just crochet slip stitches. Now skip the first one and go into the second one. Grab your yarn and pull through. And this is what you're going to do for the complete string. Just slip stitching through every stitch of your chain. Now again, you don't have to do this. This is an option. You could just leave it like it is, or just do this one. It is going to curl a bit, but if you give it a stretch later on, it'll be fine. As long as you did not do it too tight. If you do it too tight, it's not that pretty. Okay, I'm going to do all my stitches. I had 100 chain stitches, so at the end I have 99 slip stitches. See you later. Can't remember if I did it, but look, this is the one with just the string, the chain stitches, and I got a beautiful stitch marker from someone, and I just place it right there. Then this one is just made with just a string as well, and I just added these stars to the end of the string. It's all up to you what you want. Just do it as you prefer. I did all 99 slip stitches. Then have your starting tail and your working strand of yarn, and yarn them both over your hook, and then pull through the loop on your hook. Then cut your yarn and pull through. Then get both strands and try to get them through the eye of your needle, just like that. And then I'm going to weave this through these spaces. This is where I closed my round, so I'm going to make sure that this is on the back side, and I'm going to weave, go in here, come up there, in here, up there, just like that. Okay, then try to get both strands even, just like that. And now weave in the yarn tails in the strand that you have, just in between the stitches on the back side or in the middle, just what you think looks best. Just weave them in. There you go. Then cut your yarn. Give it a little tug. And then put your pickle jar inside your cozy. The yarn looks so different in real life. It's so more beautiful. It's a lot warmer. A lot warmer. Okay. Here's my jar. I'm going to put the cozy over the bottom of the jar, and then fix it up a little. Sorry, I'm having the hiccups. Fixing it a little, and then tie a knot or 2 knots. There you go. What I like is to put a stitch marker. I have a beautiful stitch marker right there. Unfortunately, I can't find a gold one. I know I have one, I don't know where it is. So just for now, I'm going to put a silvered color one right there, and I'm placing it into the knot. Before I'm going to take pictures, I probably will change that into a gold colored one, if I still remember to do that. And this is what it looks like. I like it. I like it a lot. Such a shame that the color doesn't, that the camera doesn't do the color any justice. But well. So now I have 3. Well, that's about it. As I told you guys at the very beginning of the video, it is Christmas. No, it's not Christmas Eve. It's New Year's Eve while I'm filming this. So therefore you hear some fireworks in the background. I'm sorry about that, but I wanted to make this video so I can upload it as soon as possible. Yeah, well, at this moment, probably when I will upload this video, it is way after Christmas, but it is never too early to start working at your Christmas presents or your Christmas items. So I'm trying to do some more Christmas items during the year, so it won't come all to the very end of this year. So you can make a lot of other things, you know, during the year, so you will be ready soon this year. I think that's a good idea, right? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you will get notified every time I upload another video. And yeah, thank you so much for your support and for watching this video. Feel free to share this video with your friends and family. And remember that the pattern is copyrighted to Made by Siem. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. For now, stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy. Bye for now. In the next clip, I'm going to tell you what you will need for how to, yeah, what you will, and in the next, but these are all the materials that I use for this tutorial. While I'm fixing this, hang on, oh, there it is. Okay.